So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 14. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worked this up yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Packers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Evans. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Right now, you got 58.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Robinson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
An inside give to Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On play action, now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the 1st half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Evans in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score. Second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles here. Flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds. Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Over here.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this one caught downfield by Evans. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Evans, the man in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
13 yards remaining on second down. And this one too low.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. In motion left, the tight end. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, 626. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 2nd down and 7. Now Evans in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And some room to work. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
You block over here.
On play action, Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Steps away to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And some room to maneuver. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Jones is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Jones again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 35.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. He completes it to Evans. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Evans, the man in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll look to throw again. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Second and 14. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive